Are we live? Oh, I said, are we live? Are we live in his app? Feels good to be back in the studio. Oops. Sorry about that, y'all. We're doing a test here. Are you sure it's taking a long time? Hold on a sec. All right, we gotta do something I don't want to do. Hold on. Hold on a second, y'all. Wait a minute, because I plugged it up. Okay, let's unplug it. Okay. So was it saving them? Come on. So I'm ready to keep checking on this thing. All right. So how you doing, all? I don't know. But anyway, let's get on with the show. Sorry about that, y'all. We tried to use. Why are we so high in the air? I tried to use the Samsung um camera to do the 360 for the live stream. That wasn't working out. So We use the Samsung as the 360 camera today. And so now, how to get the footage off the camera onto the PC so we can watch it. Might have to do some research on that, but rather than wait for that, that's I need to put that food away. So hopefully Kevin will keep us busy for a minute. Hopefully he did something today. All right, 10 hours ago. Come on, Kevin. Entertain the people for me for a minute. Come on, come up with something new. Come on. Tell them, baby. Come up with something new. Don't give us that same old, same old. Come up with something new, buddy. Down, baby. Move. All I'm saying is, you know I do this every day, and yet you still get away. You know I do it every day. That's gotta be a sign of retardism. With the schism and the Shirley Chisholm. That's gotta be a sign of retardism. You see me doing the same thing every day, and yet you still do the same thing every day. That's a sign of retardism with the schism and the Shirley Chisholm. And Shirley says, stop comparing you and her, because she says she's smarter than that. She ain't just double doing that. She says she's smarter than that. Some telling me he gonna stop. We gonna get. Okay. All right. Let that go. Right there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sorry. Grab some real quick. Thank you, Kevin. Come on, man. All right. All right. Thank you, Kevin. All right. I let Kevin entertain y'all for a minute. Why you say poor Davy? Huh? Why do you say poor Davy? She do the same thing every time I leave and come back. With all the appointments that we went through, I think we did 10 or 11 of them. Not counting the trips to the market. You figure she know. The routine. I bring the stuff upstairs, then I go get the bike. First time you can overlook. Second time, when you get down to the 50th time, it's time for you to say, hey, use your brain. You gotta sell it.
After President Biden announced seaports here in the Los Angeles area would switch to 24/7 operations to speed up the supply chain, other keys further along the chain may be preventing that. I got a first-hand look with some of the people who offload the containers when they reach the docks. We're at the port of Long Beach in California. The International Longshore and Warehouse Union inviting us for a rare look at an unprecedented supply chain crisis through their eyes.
What you're seeing out there is a problem with the supply chain being stretched at its fullest point.
40% of U.S. imports come through this port and the neighboring port of Los Angeles. Much of it stuck for weeks in a giant backup at sea. 81 massive ships currently in line, waiting to unload. We were there to see one of the ships that had docked. It's going to take 10 days to offload the 6,200 containers on this ship alone.
Whoa!
The time it takes to get that cargo to its final destination will be determined by other potential choke points in the supply chain. President Biden recently touted 24/7 operations here as a way to ease the backlog.
Today's announcement has the potential to be a game changer.
But so far, workers say not much has changed. Frank Ponce de Leon has been a crane operator for 25 years, telling us dock workers who have been on the job throughout the pandemic stand ready to move cargo around the clock, but they've been given few orders to do so. Since they announced 24/7, have your workers' lives changed appreciably?
No, they have not.
He says there's no shortage of workers in the local dispatch hall. Union leaders stressing dock workers are available 24/7, but it's not up to them when they're called to work. Is it frustrating to you that so much attention on the supply chain is coming here on the ports?
Yes, it is. This is not LA Long Beach problem. This is greater than that. Other parts of the supply chain need to be in tune with working 24/7.
The next link, trains and trucks, moving all those goods out of the port. Drivers like Josue Alvarez, who says sometimes he waits all day for a single container.
6 to 8 hours a day. Waiting in line, sitting in line.
There's also a shortage of equipment for moving containers, and storage warehouses are so full, some drivers are parking them on city streets.
This is my driveway, and we're getting blocked, as you can see.
Clogging up residential neighborhoods near the ports. Nationwide, the supply chain crisis has led to empty store shelves and soaring prices, and it's likely to get even worse. With a record shortage of truckers, the trucking industry is down 80,000 drivers. Would you call this an emergency?
Well, it's certainly getting to a crisis level.
Derek Leathers is the CEO of Warner Enterprises, one of the largest trucking companies delivering goods across North America. He told us solving this growing crisis will not be easy.
So the ports is where it starts. It's the most visible piece, but the problem is a little more complicated than that. It's a combination of rail speeds, truck availability, warehouse space, and ports, all of which are being stressed to their absolute capacity right now.
And there's no let up in consumer demand for imported products. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories.
Well, we need to hit the market, and y'all saw that we was in the market. A lot of stuff that I went to get wasn't even there. If somebody would like to donate to the Cash App or the PayPal, and we'll go back to the market, and I'll try and get something before it's all gone. If anybody would like to help out, if not, don't worry yourself. All right. And y'all know what's going to happen. He's not even here, I bet. But we can't worry about that. I don't even think he's still here. He ain't said nothing. But we're going to handle our business.
Update today from the FDNY after investigators say 4 fires just in the past week were caused by lithium-ion batteries in electric bikes. The fire department released pictures of some of the damage. Authorities say in one fire in Brooklyn, 12 e-bikes were charred on the 5th floor of a residential building. 4 people were hurt. The FDNY is urging New Yorkers to follow the manufacturer's instructions for charging and storing those lithium-ion batteries.
Wake up call right there.
That's not a wake-up call. Don't be stupid. North Avenue. My duck says the video sound are distorted on videos you playing. Come on. Where'd it go? All right. Well, where's the headphone jack at? Come on. I was trying not to wear the headphones. But as usual, I can't do what I want to do. That's the way it is. Which one is the headphone? The one on the right is the headphone. Hey, Mud Duck. Look, man. Jesus. Open the sound settings. So let's make sure. The snowball is the microphone. So speakers. Let's configure them. Give me 1 second, y'all. We're doing the right thing here. All right. Sound control panel. How you been, Mud Duck buddy? Properties, levels, advanced. Bring that quality up. Hit apply. Spatial sound. Dolby Atmos. We paid for it, doggone it. Okay, let's check it out now. This is my city, North Avenue. I'm taking y'all there.
Tell you guys that the scene here stretches for a number of blocks along West North Avenue. Show you guys what it looks like right now. You'll see here police have blocked off a few sections again of this stretch of road. You might be also able to see the evidence that's been marked alongside this road. Police tape has now closed off the areas between Longwood Avenue and North Elamont Street. We see police right now on both ends of the avenue working the scene again for a report of multiple people shot right now. We know the scene involves part of North Elamont Street again and the area farther south towards Longwood where more police are investigating the scene there. We've been advised not to go any farther than this area near Rosedale Street. They had us actually move earlier from across the street just again because of how expansive this scene is right now. But of course we're working more details including how many people were involved in this. A report of multiple people shot. We'll keep you guys updated. For now, we're live to WBAL TV.
I used to play in that area as a kid. 2 of my schools that I went to was right up the road. But if I wanted to walk through there now, I would have my hands on something. I wouldn't walk through that neighborhood without a weapon.
Also today, the FBI involved in the case of a Hofstra University student burned and blinded in a horrific acid attack.
And the reward for information is now $40,000. CBS News Jennifer Wilson spoke with the family as an update. And good morning here. The video from the attack may be difficult to watch.
Again, school, especially ever since this happened to me.
What happened to the 22-year-old pre-med college student sparked worldwide outrage. Nafia Ikram suffered an acid attack on the driveway of her Elmwood family home last March. The FBI stepping in to double the reward, $40,000 now, to catch the unknown assailant.
Oh, they're all doing it's automatic. They did find the place last week. And then we said, no, they're like, really?
Okay.
6 months of surgeries, eye, nostrils, lips, face, in and out of the hospital with her parents at her side. Nafia focusing on the little successes.
Giving more smiles. You can see one too.
Yes, police and the FBI are working jointly to solve this. They say Nafia and her family had no known enemies and received no threats in this unprovoked attack. Ahmed Mohammed is with the Council on American Islamic Relations.
It's information that has anything to do with Nafia's crime. Really, thank you. As everyone who's out there, contact the FBI. We have to get the individual responsible for this heinous acid attack on the streets.
From all this where I'm doing this, all over my children, I do not want to harm anyone. It's the motivation because there have been days where I suffered to the point where I just feel like I don't want to be here anymore.
Overcoming difficult days with the love of her family and medical staff.
I get a nurse every time they always tell me that like I'm an inspiration to them.
Nafia believes the real healing begins when justice is served.
I hope that maybe someone out there might get a little bit more motivation to come forward.
Only the cowardly perpetrator has confessed to someone or the right feeling jars of memory.
accident, citing safety concerns, including multiple misfires of prop guns. And we're also learning more about the victim, Helena Hutchins, the Ukrainian-born director of photography, remembered as a rising star in the industry, credited in dozens of movies and TV shows. Police now launching an investigation into what went wrong. Let's get right to Miguel Almaguer, who leads us off tonight from LA.
Shortly after the fatal shooting, a distressed Alec Baldwin outside the sheriff's department in Santa Fe. Investigators say the veteran actor fired a prop gun on his New Mexico movie set Thursday, killing the film's director of photography and seriously injuring the director.
So was it loaded with a real bullet or one? I cannot tell you that. Okay. We have 2 injuries.
But just hours before the deadly shooting on the set of Rust, an independent movie in which Baldwin is also one of the producers, NBC News has learned several crew members walked off the set over safety concerns, including multiple previous misfires of the prop gun, according to a source familiar with the matter. Baldwin, who's 63, expressing remorse. There are no words to convey my shock and sadness regarding the tragic accident that took the life of Helena Hutchins, a wife, mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours. I'm fully cooperating with the police investigation to address how this tragedy occurred.
One of the things about firearms on set that people don't realize is that even if it's set up to fire blanks, federally, it's still a real gun.
Larry Zanoff, a Hollywood weapons expert who was not on the set of Rust, says when strict safety guidelines are followed, accidents should never happen. The industry's safety bulletin spells out, blanks can kill. Treat all firearms as though they're loaded. Live ammunition is never to be used. No one shall be issued a firearm until he or she is trained. Tonight, it's still unclear if Hutchins was killed by a blank, live round, or other projectile.
The way we handle firearms and the blank ammunition on set, that seems very difficult to imagine how a blank would do that.
Gentlemen. In 1993, after Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee, was killed in a filming accident involving a prop gun, industry safety measures tightened.
To my mind, this accident happens because somebody missed some check that they should have done.
Hutchins, who was 42 and posted photos of horseback riding near the set, was quickly becoming a Hollywood star. Rust actress Frances Fisher posting this tribute, saying, "Rest in paradise, dear Helena." Tonight, a tragic accident, and now mounting questions as to how something like this could ever happen.
All right, Miguel Almaguer joins us now live. Miguel, we've heard from Baldwin, but what is the production company in charge of making the movie saying now?
All right, y'all, how's the volume? All right, Nia said the sound is better. Mudduck says all fixed. It's dead on Shane, boy. I can't get a minute. Let's go back to the e-bike video. Let's go back to the e-bike video. This thing and sat there and took its time. And it just keep bringing itself back up. What about now? Now it's in the air. Why is it in the air though? It keep moving. Oh, the hell with it. You got all them bikes sitting there together, and the people sitting there charging them and leaving them out their sight. If you're gonna leave, if you're charging the bike, it shouldn't be out your sight. Or bring the battery inside. Take the battery out, bring that inside with you, and keep an eye out. You can't keep leaving anything charged, especially when you got a bunch of them together, and you leaving them out there charging for days. Now it has an inhibitor. So once it's fully charged, it's supposed to turn the power off. But if you keep letting it run, it only supposed to charge 5 hours. You leaving it out there 24/7. Eventually, that's going to fail. That fool safe eventually it's going to fail. We got both the bikes sitting there. I charged the bike up. Now we just took it on the trip. I don't think we used a third of the battery, but I'm going to charge it. But not right now. What if I fall asleep? I'll charge it when I get up, and I'll keep coming out here and checking on it. And we have two chargers. One for the we have two USB chargers, and we got 1, 2, 3 lights to charge. We got 2 power banks to recharge. We got the tail light to recharge. So we got to recharge all these lights. Oh, and the 2 lights on the backpack. They all have to be recharged. And I'll do it in spots. I'll charge 2 lights for 2 hours. Then I'll come back and charge 2 more things for 2 hours. Then I'll come back and charge 2 more things for 2 hours. But you can't let something sit there for days charging. Because like I said, it has a fail safe. But what if it fails? What if the fail safe fails? Then what you gonna do? If it fails, what are you gonna do? That's all I'm asking. If it fails, what are you gonna do? You know? Yeah. I think somebody playing with me. I had to use this old phone because I got the we transferring video over on the camera. We transferring video over on the camera. This phone is saying somebody just sent me some money. I didn't hit it. PayPal or that's from last week when the seller sent the money. I ain't gonna say nothing. Let's keep going with the show.
New tonight, NYPD's finally caught up with a murder suspect who'd been a fugitive for the last 10 months. Musa Cease is now facing murder, attempted murder, and several weapons charges. He's accused of killing 29-year-old Shadina Smith and wounding her fiancé. Last January, police say the 19-year-old shot at the couple, hitting the young mother several times in the chest. For months, detectives have been trying to track him down. They believed he may have fled to West Africa.
Update now on the shooting of a 14-year-old boy last Thursday at a Harlem bus stop. Police are hoping new surveillance video will lead them to the gunman. The suspect fired 2 rounds at the teenager as he was getting on the M1 bus at West 139th Street and Lenox Avenue. The boy was grazed in the left side of the head and was taken to Harlem Hospital in stable condition. The bus driver narrowly missed getting shot as well. Police say the suspect then fled on foot.
What else did I have?
Steve, first off, thanks for joining Top Story tonight. So our viewers understand the main reason you are representing the Laundrie family is because you have a long personal relationship with them. I understand you received that grim news that we've just reported. How did you find out, and what exactly did you learn?
Well, yes. Good evening, Tom, and thanks for having me. The first thing is, yes, I've known the Laundrie family for over 25 years. Been friends with Chris Laundrie for a long time. I've seen both of his children grow up, Cassie and Brian. And I did learn of the unfortunate news that Brian's remains were confirmed today through Chris Laundrie. Chris had called me, let me know that police had come to his house this evening to inform them that the remains were positively identified.
How were Brian's parents tonight?
Well, Tom, I don't know you if you're a parent or not, but I'm sure every parent out there knows that getting the news that your child is no longer, with you is sad under any circumstances. The fact that the Laundries have been subjected to these people out in front of their house for the last 4 weeks, and they continue out there today, is just making it all the more difficult.
Any idea or theory how Brian may have ended his life?
I don't want to speculate. I try not to do that. I would hope people would stop doing that as well, especially with respect to this case and with respect to, the cause or how Brian is, came to be dead. I don't know. And, we'll wait for, if possible, some type of cause of death from the experts.
Steve, I want to go back to yesterday and that big discovery. I know this is not the first time Brian's parents have aided in the search, but the Laundries did decide to go and help investigators yesterday, both parents. Explain to our viewers what exactly prompted that yesterday.
Well, I think the prompt was that the park or the Myakkahatchee Environmental Creek Park was finally open to the public. My understanding, it was either open to the public on Tuesday or Wednesday, and Chris and Roberta decided that since it was open and available to them, they wanted to go and look for Brian by themselves. After speaking with me, I told them that I wanted to notify law enforcement so that we would have no issue. And I did text my contact at the Northport Police Department. The response I got was thank you for the heads up. And the law enforcement did show up at 7 a.m. at the park entrance to meet Chris and Roberta.
What do you say to all those people out there who say this is really a strange coincidence? Both parents go out, mother and father, and then suddenly these big clues turn up, including what we now know are the remains of Brian Laundrie.
As I said to you a moment ago, I've known Brian since he was a small child. So this is hitting me today, too. I'm a little bit angry that people are even speculating this way. And primarily because, it's not just the Laundries. It's local PD. It's the FBI. It was an independent news person who happened to be there filming. And that's all fortunate that police were there and the film crew was there. The FBI put out a statement. I forget the gentleman's name. He said, listen, we searched this area several weeks ago. It was underwater. There have been numerous people who have said this area was waist deep in water. I think every searcher who was out there will attest to that. So people with firsthand knowledge of the conditions of that park have said that this was under 2 to 3 feet of water, and yet still John Q. Public can't get it in their head that these areas were inaccessible, and the items that were located today, or I should say yesterday, perhaps couldn't be seen. So we're not just saying it. I'm not just saying it. The FBI is saying it. Everyone is saying it. And yet these platforms are still running amok with these ludicrous and I have to say, nonsensical theories of the parents planting things there. I mean, enough is enough.
Steve,
when does it stop? When do people...
Yeah, we are here today, though, because of the disappearance of Gabby Petito and ultimately her death. The Petito family has been very critical of the Laundries. I want to play you a short clip of the Petito family. I want to get your reaction on the other end?
I believe they know probably, if not everything, they know most of the information. I would love to just face to face ask, why are you doing this? And just tell me the truth.
You know this family. You're representing them. How would you describe the Laundrie's interaction with law enforcement?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
So, as I mentioned a couple of times today to other news organizations, today is not the day to discuss the Gabby Petito case. I understand that was the impetus, that is the reason why all this is happening. But that doesn't explain why people come up with these nonsensical theories as to yesterday's events and some other events. It doesn't explain, Tom, why major news organizations just yesterday on Fox News, an anchor was accusing me of communicating with Brian with a burner phone until his solar power ran out and I could no longer communicate. That was from an anchor. You had pundits on CNN just last night with all kinds of theories. So my anger and my frustration, and when I say, when does it stop? What I'm saying is, when does it stop that these conjecturists, these theorists, people who have no firsthand knowledge, and specifically with yesterday's events, you have people with firsthand knowledge telling you how this played out, and yet people still don't believe it. So I'm going to focus on that. I'm not going to talk about the Petito family. They suffered. No, Tom, let me finish.
Yeah.
They suffered a grave loss. And on September 14th, when I first went on video, I said there are two families here that have suffered a great tragedy. There are two young people that have now lost their lives. There are parents that are suffering. Now, I understand that. Whatever happened or whatever didn't happen, whatever people know, this is tragic for two families. And anybody with a child and anybody with a sense of humanity can understand the frustration that both families feel.
Steve, on that point, though, I hear you. I hear you on that point, though. You mentioned a date. If you could go back, do you wish you would have helped police out a little bit more early on in the investigation? Because Northport Police, to be completely fair, had to tweet at you on September 15th, days after Gabby Petito was already reported missing. Do you wish you would have maybe worked with police a little earlier in this investigation?
So, Tom, I have to tell you once again, I represent the Laundrie family. I'm an attorney. Communications I have with Brian, communications I had and have with Chris and Roberta are confidential. What I wish really doesn't play into it. What I can tell you is, at some point in the future, there may be conversations to be had. There may be information to be discussed. Tonight is not that time. You know, this case is not over. I have yet to speak to FBI personnel. I have yet to speak to Northport Police. I have yet to speak to the Assistant U.S. Attorney, Ms. Romine, out in Wyoming. There are certain things that need to be done and I should say wrapped up before we can have further conversations of what may or may not have been done differently.
Steve, do you think your clients, the Laundries, Brian's parents...
I'm getting
Family
bored.
of a young mother killed by a...
Sorry, y'all. I was getting bored. The mother and father found the son's stuff because they knew where he was. Let's keep it real. He flew back, got himself ready. I think he took his own life. Somehow he knew they were getting close. And rather than face the music, he took his own life. Okay. So good. I don't mean good, but good. Good for both families. They can have closure. Good for the community. They can have closure. For all the weirdos that's camped out at the laundry house. For all the people that's out there hiking through the woods trying to be a hero. They can get back to their lives. We don't have to have a long, drawn out case. They've already spent millions of dollars searching. The FBI and the police can move on to something else. And we can move on, those of you who love this. Because there are people who get off on this. You'll move to the next case. Fact of the matter is, this case was botched from the beginning. But it's over. Brian's parents are going to get over. Because if they would have found Brian, he would have ratted them out. And they'd be sitting right there in jail with him along with their lawyer. So the fact that he gone, they get off the hook, they get a second chance. Brian and Gabby don't get a second chance. And there you go. Anybody got any comments before we move on? Anybody got any comments before we move on? Anybody?
In 8 years of buying and towing junk cars, John Orr of Haulaholic in South Milwaukee had never been robbed.
You know, it's always in the back of your mind, always prepared that something like this could happen.
And last month, answering a call to buy a junk car, he was robbed at gunpoint.
This is what you were in?
Yeah.
Okay. So he like literally hopped up?
Yeah, he had to step up on the stairs and he was kind of hanging in the window.
Orr's robbery here at 18th and Fee Brands fits a pattern repeated 7 times overall. A tow truck driver shows up with cash expecting to buy a scrap car. Instead, gets a gun pointed at him. According to the search warrant obtained by 12 News, 7 drivers were hit in 3 weeks across the north side, all lured in the same way, losing a total of $8,000 in cash and 2 handguns.
I know other people lost a lot more than I lost.
Last week, Milwaukee police arrested a suspect, 22-year-old Lothario Meadows, after tracking the phone numbers used to call the tow drivers. He's charged with armed robbery. Orr, meanwhile, is out $500, his driver's license and credit card.
Kind of frustrated moments. I guess I would have liked to express to somebody, hey, like you're not just getting cash, you're screwing up people's lives.
In Milwaukee, Nick Bohr, WISN 12 News.
Meadows remains jailed on $17,000 bail. He was wanted on domestic violence and stalking charges at the time of his arrest for the tow truck driver robberies.
So he stole all that money and then bailed out of jail. Crime don't pay. That's 6 days ago.
Today, 2 Chicago aldermen took steps to repeal Mayor Lori Lightfoot's COVID-19 vaccine mandate.
It's through an ordinance that would ensure that. Oh, I didn't catch that. That's Fox. That must have my TV screen. Oh, my bad, y'all. Fox will flag the heck out you. Where's the daggone mouse at? Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on. I can't see the mouse. Is it out of energy? We're having a rough day today. I ain't seen nothing like this. Hold on a sec, y'all. Because I don't even know. Wait a minute. I was just looking at it. It was a power bank right here. Hold on a sec, y'all. The daggone mouse. Ah. Hold on a sec. I ain't even gonna say that. Don't make a big deal. Come on. Come on. Come right back around. Come on. Y'all know that we have the bedroom has a battery powered mouse, but out here we have a USB powered mouse. And is it working now? Yeah, but how am I gonna control it? With the wire hanging out of it. Let me see if I can control the mouse. Let me see if I can control the mouse.
Developing this morning, the city of Chicago is facing yet another lawsuit over its COVID-19 vaccination mandate for city workers. This as a hearing is currently underway on the police union's motion for a new judge in its case. CBS 2's Meredith Berg tells us who's behind this latest twist.
Dozens of Chicago firefighters and water department workers are now asking a federal judge for a temporary restraining order against Mayor Lori Lightfoot's vaccine mandate. The lawsuit filed in court on Thursday by attorney Jonathan Lubin would prevent the city from requiring workers to disclose their vaccination status or be disciplined for not being vaccinated. The lawsuit states the plaintiffs could lose their jobs over their, quote, deeply held beliefs that they should not take the COVID-19 vaccine. The city's policy required all city employees to report their vaccination status by October 15th and led to 2 separate lawsuits between the city and Fraternal Order of Police. So far, 23 officers have refused to disclose their vaccination status, resulting in no pay status. The Fraternal Order of Police is now asking active officers to donate $100 per week to a fund to support those 23 officers. A fundraising website has been set up and has raised more than $25,000 for those officers in less than 24 hours already. First responders aren't the only ones fighting back against the mandate. On Thursday, Alderwoman Silvana Taveras filed an ordinance to repeal the vaccine mandate and require city council approval on future mandates that could result in no pay status for workers. Taveras explained why she's one of at least 10 city council members backing the proposal.
Our first responders have been working throughout this whole pandemic, and a lot of them are my constituents, and they deserve our respect.
Coming up tonight, our Megan Hickey will have the latest on the FOP's hearing today. From City Hall, I'm Meredith Barrick, CBS 2 News.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to work this thing.
Important news about a friend and colleague, CNN chief national correspondent and anchor of Inside Politics, John King.
I'm going to share a secret I've never spoken before. I'm immunocompromised. I have multiple sclerosis. All right. So I'm grateful you're all vaccinated. I'm grateful my employer says all these amazing people who work on the floor who came in here for the last 18 months when we were doing this are vaccinated now that we have vaccines. Developing this morning, the city of Chicago is facing yet another
renewed call for safety on our streets of Baltimore after a dirt bike rider lost his life in a crash with a city vehicle.
Witnesses say that it all could have been avoided. WMER 2 News' Dave Detling is outside of police headquarters with the latest tonight on the investigation for us. Dave?
Well, talking to witnesses, they say last night's accident is a tragic reminder of street life when it comes to dirt bikes. Talking to one woman, she says she'll never forget what she saw.
Everything stopped.
It was almost surreal.
Close to 24 hours after last night's fatal crash at Pratt and Payson, and Francesca still can't blur out what she saw.
It was like, this can't be happening. Like, did I just see that? Like, the fire truck?
Police say around 7:40, a dirt bike headed east on Pratt collided with the Baltimore City fire truck. The dirt bike driver was reportedly dragged by the vehicle. Ahead of the crash, witnesses say the rider revved his engine and ran a red light. Baltimore Fire says the truck was responding to an incident on Heinlein Road.
The sirens were going, the lights were going, and they had the horn going at a steady pace. It wasn't like a beep, beep, beep. It was steady, and he still kept going.
People say prior to the accident, at least 2 dirt bikes were seen in the area doing loops around the block. One of them was caught on store surveillance footage ahead of the crash.
This is the recklessness that you've done. I really hope Baltimore City wakes up and understands when you play in the streets with vehicles, you're playing with your life.
As for what can be done moving forward, we asked Mayor Brandon Scott what the city is doing to get riders off the streets and riding in a safer area.
We've been working with some partners. We have organizations like 360 to try to shape and reshape dirt bike culture in Baltimore, which is here to stay because it's been here, but it's about trying to help them engage in a more positive way. And we're going to continue to do that. But first and foremost, we just feel so sorry for that young person and their family.
And we know police are reviewing area surveillance video to get a better picture of what exactly happened. Again, this crash remains under investigation. Reporting outside Baltimore Police Headquarters, Dave Detling, WMAR 2 News.
Now see, it's
Developing this morning, the city.
An idiot. It's always an idiot. Well, tell Lisa to come into the chat and say hello. I think you said Lisa. Yeah. Okay, I'd love to hear her opinion. You know, y'all know that I enjoy riding. My e-bike, I use it as a car. A lot of the times, I'm out there riding and I see the young boys. Sometimes it's grown men. They out there riding on them illegal dirt bikes. They know the dirt bikes are illegal. And I got videos up, and you've heard me say, I smile when they ride by. Because, yeah, they ride faster than me. But they looking over their shoulder. Because, believe back in 2014, 2015, we had a rash of young men getting killed riding these illegal dirt bikes, being chased by the cops. We had some running tractor trailers and running the businesses and all kinds of stuff, trying to run from the cops. So the mayor at that time came up with the idea, don't chase somebody on an e-bike, not an e-bike, not on a moped or a scooter or, one of them dirt bikes. Don't chase them unless you think you can get them safely. So that led a lot of people to go get mopeds and motorbikes, and they ride them around because they know that the police are handcuffed. They have to be sure that they can get you arrested and the bike impounded. So it's a lot of people that ride around on mopeds and these dirt bikes, and they always looking for the cops because because if the cops think they can get them without them killing themselves, that they will. So they always looking over their shoulder, but they keep doing it. It's these kind of people that get real moped riders. Who the hell called me this time of night? Somebody's calling me at 12 o'clock. And it's way the phone over there on the bike. I don't know who called me at 12 midnight. Is that what it is for real? It's 12 o'clock? But, you know, it's always an idiot. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's always an idiot. And I said an idiot. And what I mean by an idiot is just what I said. A friggin' idiot. Now, y'all know I like to ride at night better than during the day. Because there's less traffic. Now, y'all saw we rode at night tonight. We did the speed test. And somebody still got in our way. We did the speed test. And somebody still came and got in our way. At night. I think we could have broke and hit 37 tonight. I think we could have hit it. But because of one person, we wasn't able to. But not only did they come out and come out in front of us, they came out and then tried to turn around. And made a full U-turn. Why the hell they just didn't turn right? What they turn left for and then make a U-turn? And then go, you know, that's why I say people ain't got no sense. But you got to be ready for that. This dude probably was drunk. Probably had some weed or some liquor. And he out there riding at night. And you got a fire truck on the way somewhere. How you don't notice a fire truck? You know, y'all tell me that I drive too fast. But in actuality, I'm only doing between 15 and 26 miles. But these dirt bikes can go up to 60, 70 miles per hour. Oh, you couldn't see the video? Hold on. Let me do it again. Okay. First of all, where am I at? No, we don't want that. That's better. All right. Let's play it again. If I can find it. So now, not only can I find the video, not only can I not find the video, I can't even find nothing from the damn channel. I can't even find nothing from the channel. Then I gotta type it in. Because y'all, Nia says y'all didn't see it. And ain't nothing showing up. There ain't nothing showing up. That's crazy. Hold on a second. I know I subbed to the channel. Let me look at my subs. Oh, that ain't show the subscription. All right, there we go. Idiot riding around on there on dirt bike, messing it up for everybody. So is it done saying?
A man is dead after colliding his dirt bike with a Baltimore City fire truck. WMAR 2 News' Aaron McPherson is live this morning with details on that crash. Aaron.
Well, Christian, we found out that fire truck was actually en route to another call with lights and sirens on when that crash happened. And the fire officials we spoke with tell us that everyone on that fire truck was visibly upset and shaken by the incident. Now, this crash happened before 8 o'clock last night at West Pratt and South Payson Street in the city. Investigators say the truck was traveling southbound on Payson Street while the dirt bike rider was traveling eastbound on Pratt Street. Police say the dirt bike rider did realize he was going to run into the truck and tried to stop, but the two collided, killing the young man. None of the firefighters were hurt. We talked with a woman who saw it all happen but didn't want to be identified. She says the bike rider was with another rider running a red light. She stressed dirt bikes have been a continuous issue in the city, and now she hopes that city leaders will do something about it to prevent someone else from getting hurt or dying.
You obviously see they're going to do it. Give them an outlet. Stop having them ride the bikes in the middle of the street, because now that's somebody's son, somebody's brother. He possibly got kids of his own. His family ain't going to see him no more. And all because there's nowhere for them to ride these bikes. And Baltimore City officials, whether it's Brandon Scott or even the police department, they don't do nothing.
Now, crash investigators are looking into exactly what happened last night. Police say there are several street cameras as well as a camera on the fire trucks. They're going to review all of that footage. For now, we're live here at Television Park. Aaron McPherson, WMAR 2 News.
Y'all understand? They were racing. And they ran a red light. Racing. I'm not going to sit there and say that I don't run a red light. But I know I look.
Renewed call for safety on our streets of Baltimore after a dirt bike rider lost his life in a crash with a city vehicle.
Witnesses say that it all could have been avoided. WMAR 2 News' Dave Detling is outside of police headquarters with the latest tonight on the investigation for us. Dave?
Well, talking to witnesses, they say last night's accident is a tragic reminder of street life when it comes to dirt bikes. Talking to one woman, she says she'll never forget what she saw.
Everything stopped. It was almost surreal.
Close to 24 hours after last night's fatal crash at Pratt and Payson, and Francesca still can't blur out what she saw.
It was like, this can't be happening. Like, did I just see that? Like, the fire truck?
Police say around 7:40, a dirt bike headed east on Pratt collided with the Baltimore City fire truck. The dirt bike driver was reportedly dragged by the vehicle. Ahead of the crash, witnesses say the rider revved his engine and ran a red light. Baltimore Fire says the truck was responding to an incident on Heinlein Road.
The sirens were going, the lights were going, and they had the horn going at a steady pace. It wasn't like a beep, beep, beep. It was steady, and he still kept going.
People say prior to the accident, at least 2 dirt bikes were seen in the area doing loops around the block. One of them was caught on store surveillance footage ahead of the crash.
This is the recklessness that you've done. I really hope Baltimore City wakes up and understands When you play in the streets with vehicles, you're playing with your life.
As for what can be done moving forward, we asked Mayor Brandon Scott what the city is doing to get riders off the streets and riding in a safer area.
We've been working with some partners. We have organizations like 360 to try to shape and reshape dirt bike culture in Baltimore, which is here to stay because it's been here, but it's about trying to help them engage in a more positive way. And we're going to continue to do that. But first and foremost, we just feel so sorry for that young person and their family.
And we know police are reviewing area surveillance video to get a better picture of what exactly happened. Again, this crash remains under investigation. Reporting outside Baltimore Police Headquarters, Dave Detling, WMAR 2 News.
Yes, mud duck, you know, everybody keep trying to make excuses. That woman was making excuses. Yeah, you know, they should have some place for them to go. They do. It's called trails. Private property. Not only were they not willing, to do what's supposed to be done to make that bike legal, not only are they not following traffic laws, you got a fire truck coming with lights, siren, and you heard the witness say it. They're more concerned. They are more concerned about who's going to win the race that they having than a fire truck that's coming. Not today, but we went out the day before yesterday on the bike. Y'all saw me riding, and y'all saw it was an ambulance or a fire truck. It was on the other side of the street, but I still slowed up. And when I saw the ambulance wasn't coming over to me, I went on by my business. They out there riding at night, probably got some liquor or some weed in them. They are a danger. And that's going to make them crack down on moped riding. It's going to make them crack down on scooters. It's going to make them crack down on an electric bike. All because a couple people don't have no sense. Mother said the neighborhood will sleep good tonight. No punks on bikes making noise all night long. You know, some people have the need for speed. That's why they have racetracks. That's why they have courses where you can go and ride on. When people do dumb stuff, it affects the people around them. Yes, you are your brother's keeper. Now, if I'm flying down the road, a cop more likely to look at me now where he wouldn't have paid me no mind before because he gonna think, am I one of them idiots? So yes, what you do does affect other people. What you do affects other people. A young man is dead, And not because somebody sideswiped him. He ran into a fire truck that had its lights and horns on and sirens. Seriously. This man got 353 people watching, and he talked the same stuff every night. Who the 353 retards that watch that man every night? Seriously. Who is the 353 retards that sit there and moan and groan about nothing? They don't talk about making nothing better, but complain about what's wrong. I don't understand it. I'm just saying. I just don't understand. The same way they found both the kids' bodies. Why are people still camped out in front of the Landry home? It's over. Go home and get a life. They still sitting out there. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know what's wrong with people. And look, they got nerve to have his picture. I'm not with these chump.
Ironically, according to friends, Jawan Barnes died en route to visit the family of his best friend, who also died in a dirt bike accident.
And it's heartbreaking that he's gone.
Family and friends of Jawan Barnes, whom everyone called Butt Butt, are remembering him as a great neighbor and friend.
Break the whole day up, like make smiles, like everything. He made everything happy, like that. You know, you got that kid in your neighborhood that everybody just crazy about. Butt was that kid, man. I mean, when I tell you I've been up half of the night crying, I cried over that kid because he was a good kid, very respectful.
Police say Barnes was riding the dirt bike on West Pratt Street when it collided with a city fire truck driving south on Payson Street. The fire truck was responding to a call with lights on and sirens blaring. Witnesses remember seeing two dirt bikes approach the intersection. They say the fire truck driver immediately reacted after seeing the first bike.
When he seen that dirt bike, he pulled his horn and let that run. He ended up, the dirt bike, he gassed it 2 times, and after that second time, you heard it go, eh. He tried to make it, he ran the red light.
Barnes was trapped under the fire engine and dragged several yards. He died at the scene. Witnesses say someone took his dirt bike as Barnes lay in the street with a white sheet over him.
Somebody from the corner came in the middle of the street, took his bike and stashed it in one of the alleys.
According to Mayor Brandon Scott, riding dirt bikes through the city's streets is now part of the city culture, but it's not appreciated and is illegal. This group of dirt bikes, for example, are riding through the bar crowd in Fells Point.
What we have to do here, and what we're doing with my administration, is working with organizations like B360 to help rethink the culture, getting folks to understand the STEM and tech portions of it, getting them to ride in controlled, safe spaces.
Witnesses feel badly for the family and the firefighter who was on his way to a call and became a call. Reporting from City Fire Headquarters downtown, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.
It's always, and y'all gonna say it, and God darn it, I'm gonna say it, and anybody want to come up on the panel, come on up here. Come on up here, and we can talk about it. Why is it that no matter how bad or how dumb the behavior is, there's always a bunch of black women trying to defend stupid behavior? Oh, he was a great guy. He's such a great guy. Why he breaking the law? If he's such a great guy, the witnesses said he gunned the motorcycle. You know how people try to beat train tracks? You know when they try to beat the train, he tried to beat the truck. Anybody that try to beat a train that's flying or any truck or bus, you're a daggone idiot. And you on a bike. Them people are sheltered behind steel, and you sitting there wide open to the world. And instead of stopping and letting the fire truck go. Not to mention there was a red light. You try to beat it. And the lady says that he cranked the throttle twice, trying to beat the fire truck. He killed himself. He committed suicide. Y'all remember that song? I fought the law and the law won. I fought the fire truck won. Instead of stopping and letting the fire truck go help somebody, he had to try to beat it. There was somebody tonight. I had the stop sign. They had a stop sign. I had already passed the stop sign. They were still coming. There was somebody that had a stop sign and I didn't. And they still jumped in front of me. Come on, you ain't got nothing. Oh my God, it's 12:30. Uh-oh. Turn the station.
Historic Turner Station, a predominantly black community established in the 1800s. Some of the people fighting for its future have lived here all of their lives.
Once you get here, you never leave.
They feel comfortable and safe here. They appreciate the quiet, calm, and scenic beauty, but
it's becoming worse and worse with each rain event.
Flooding. Residents have been complaining about it to Baltimore County for decades. This video shows how high water flows over Sollers Point Road, Chestnut, Pine, and Oak Street.
I've seen it when there was no flooding here, and I've seen it when there was a little flooding here, and now I see it when the flooding is drastic. When the water's deep, there's a big wave that washes right into those people's houses. One of y'all ain't gonna make it.
Community pictures and videos show how the drainage system can't handle it. Cars get stuck, people get stranded, and sometimes must be rescued. The flooding impacts the MD Mini Mart, causing the store to lose money and toss out damaged products. Twice, the owner has replaced the floor and low-lying shelves.
Sometimes we have to be closed for 2 days to take the water out of the store because the water is all the way like 2 legs. I mean, it's like all the way here.
A lot of older people live down here. We want to make sure that they're safe and that they can get out. Plus, they're children. Children like to wade in the water. That can be dangerous also.
We have a lot of rivers. We have a lot of tributaries that go into the Chesapeake Bay, which make it a beautiful place to live and work. But it also creates flooding challenges throughout the county.
Public Works and Transportation Deputy Director Lauren Buckler says, over the years, the county has done a number of projects to try to resolve the flooding.
But climate change is causing more frequent storms of higher intensities. So it's an ever-changing game that we are trying to combat.
This is Bear Creek, and the county says much of the problem for Turner Station is coastal flooding. Add a high tide and heavy rain, and the situation gets much worse. The I-Team contacted the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. It's conducting a flood risk management study here. Project manager Jason Stick and his team are surveying the storm water system, elevation and pipe size, and analyzing existing and future flooding conditions based on rainfall data and the rise in sea level.
Our goal at the end is to basically sort of reduce the flooding. We can never eliminate it, but we can hopefully reduce the flooding.
What they've noticed so far?
And a lot of the water backs up through the pipes all the way to Solars Point Road. So when we were out there doing the field work, that's one thing we noticed is that those pipes are filled with water basically just on a normal sunny day. So there's no capacity for any more storm water coming down from up gradient.
So during a heavy rain, water coming from a higher area has nowhere to go.
I could tell people I could move anywhere I wanted, me and my husband, but we just like it here.
For Olivia Lomax and others who call Turner Station home, attention from the Army Corps of Engineers and Baltimore County is welcome.
I think they are listening, but I think with the global warming, the problem is just getting too fast for them. It's moving too fast.
And that is increasing fears of what kind of damage future flooding could bring. For the 11 News I-Team, I'm Barry Sims.
And Barry tells us the Nature Conservancy and Maryland Insurance Administration are also part of the coalition trying to reduce flooding in Turner Station. The Army Corps of Engineers is expected to complete its study by mid-2022, and that will offer planning information to Turner Station and Baltimore County.
Back in the day, if you can make it to Turner Station, you was considered rich.
Hey, BD.
Hello. I thought
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I gotta tell you, I had fun watching TV today. Have you ever watched Invincible?
Yeah, it's a really good show.
I'm on season 1, episode 4.
Oh, that's good, BD. I'm hearing sound, so hold on. That's my bad. I was playing your stuff because I've been listening with my neighbor, and my neighbor was liking your content, and she was almost coming on your show, okay? But she got scared and she ran off. But I just want you to know, I'm trying to introduce people that's not on YouTube to your show, BD.
Well, to tell her to sub to the channel.
She did.
Come say hi in the chat to everybody.
But you like your new TV, BD?
Yes, I do. Love it.
It's a different, like, when a smart TV enters the picture, it's different than the old TVs, isn't it?
No, the old TV was 1080p. This was
But it's not smart. You can't stream stuff to it.
And I put the Ethernet cable in the back of it, so I ain't even had to put the Wi-Fi on. I put the Ethernet because it's like 4 feet from the router. So I just went on and put the Ethernet in, and so I was able to. It went on, updated itself and everything. And like I say, I got the Amazon Prime Video. I got the Plex. I haven't tried the Plex out yet. Yesterday I watched the Gotti story with John Travolta.
Right, he's a good actor.
That was pretty good. But like I said, I don't feel sorry for no daggone John Gotti. You know,
right?
People want you to.
He's one of the like mobsters, though. You know, got to give respect when it's deserved.
What do you mean respect?
Yeah, you're sitting there watching his mob story, but you got to give it respect. It's a hustle, BD.
Yeah, it's a hustle, but at the same time, think of all the people that he killed. Think of all the people he had.
Yeah, I get it. It's like watching The Sopranos or the story of Whitey. You know, it's just a mobster stories. You know, when there's evil, there's evil.
But, you know, if they could do it a better way, you know, they wouldn't do it. So, you know, just like the son was saying, I was lucky that you didn't get locked. You didn't get locked up while I was young. But darn, my kids, by the time they let me out, they're gonna be grown men.
Yeah.
And like I said, they wound up being, you know, 13 and 14 when their family let them out because he took the plea deal. But I mean, why are they trying to make us feel sorry for them? These are killers. These are swindlers.
Like with other, I'm hearing myself, Beatty. I don't know. I don't have nothing else on other than your back chat.
Well, ask the people in the chat because I don't hear background.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, Beatty. But I just want to let you know that I had people off of YouTube listening to you tonight. And she was gonna come up on your show. I said, but she was like nervous and she like dropped off. But I just want you to know I'm introducing to people to your channel that's not even on YouTube. And I said, this is my friend. And we were like on the back porch, like chilling, and you came up, right? And we were listening to her. She's like, he's a minister? And I said, yeah, he's a minister. And I said, he gives good advice. But she wanted to come up because she was going to tell you that I introduced you to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know.
I don't know why she got scared.
But she got nervous. She dropped. She's married, but but we were like listening to you. And I told you, I said, Beth wanted to come up. But but it is what it is. That's what you know. I've introduced other people off of YouTube, not from the sector, to you. So if you have somebody named Beth that pops in your chat, she's not a troll. And she's my friend. She's out there, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
Is that going to be her name on the channel?
I don't know. I told her I'm going to talk to her more tomorrow. But I told her that you're a minister and you do your sermons. And she's a friend of mine off of the internet, okay? She's not my friend on the internet. I know her in person, BB. So this is not a troll. This is a real person. And we all have issues. But I thought introducing her to you might help her. So that's what I've done. I hope I'm just letting you know if somebody pops up different in your chat, it's her. And I'll know if it's her and I'll let you know on the back end. But she kept saying, I want to go up. I said, you want to talk to BD? I said, we can go up there and talk to him. We were out on the back porch listening to, we heard the high school, like, marching band forever. And when it died off, we were out there by ourselves. Her husband went to bed. And I'm like, she's like, he's kind of cool. I said, I know, you want to talk to him? And she said, yeah, that's why I kept, like, texting you on the back end. I'm like, my friend wants to come up. And it has, you know what's cool though, Brother Derek? This is somebody not from YouTube. So,
Well, like I said,
she was enjoying, she liked what you were saying about, the short time she was here. She's like, I like him. He's pretty cool. I say he's my friend. So.
But like I said, man, the whole day gone. It's going on 1 a.m. You believe that?
You like the new TV though, right?
Yep. And hungry to go ahead and watch it. I got the AEW wrestling, and I got the WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And unlike last week, I'm actually going to be able to see what the heck they're doing in the ring.
Oh, cool.
And I won't have to be squinting and trying to figure out what they're doing.
I just didn't want you getting. I was texting you because she was like telling me to text you, and I just thought it was cool because there was nobody from YouTube, and she was digging. She's like, "He's a minister," and I'm like, "Yeah, he is." But I'm just trying to introduce new people to our sector. So, if you see somebody new pop up, it's her. And she knows me in real life, not like YouTube life.
Wait a minute. Hold on a sec. No, no. Keep on talking. I'm trying to transfer the footage over. On this camera, you can't put it to the computer. You gotta have it go through the phone, and the phone stitches, the video together. And I see it's down to 3%. It's saying it's loading. So I know I was at video 4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and power this off, and I'm going to power the camera off and let them rest for a minute. Let me power this off and let it rest. And then I'm gonna charge them up, and then we're gonna get back to it. It says if I wanted to try and do it on the computer, because the phone hasn't stitched it yet, the players won't work. So
Hey, Brother Derek, do you hear me? Because my mic died for a moment. I'm
and so
sorry.
they say you have to go into the Microsoft store and you have to buy the HEVC codec. It's a lost your mind. Had to go buy something. They must have lost their mind.
I'm back though, Brother Derek. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I had to hook up like hardwire because my battery was draining.
But you did the same thing I did. I I turned off the Samsung and turned off both Samsungs, the camera and the phone.
Yeah.
And, while we were doing the show, the footage of me riding,
Hmm.
I was transferring that footage from the camera to the phone. Now on the other camera we got, you can go straight to the computer. But for some reason on this camera, you have to have it go to the phone, and the phone re-encodes it. And then you can take it off the phone and put it. You can take it off the phone and then put it on the PC. That means you have to do each file. And we've been sitting here, we've been here for almost 2 hours, and we've only done 4 of the 18 files.
Well, I was helping out people, Brother Derek. I was helping out my neighbor. I was watching, I was babysitting. And when even though I don't feel so hot, I was trying to help out somebody. And when she come home and the baby wouldn't sleep, her husband wouldn't sleep, we were hanging out on the back porch, and I was like, "This is my friend, Brother Derek," and I turned on your show for her. And we were like, we were just chilling. We were trying to have fun. And that's why I was texting you like I was. But, we're trying to be respectful, but I didn't lie. We're just trying to have fun. Brother Derek,
See if you can get her to come to the sermon tomorrow.
I will. But this is somebody that's not in this sector, not even on YouTube. This is somebody in real life I know.
The sermon covers everybody.
Yeah, that's why I told her, because she suffers, Brother Jared. But she's my friend. And I just thought we were trying to have fun, BD. I'm not going to lie to you or, spin shit. But we were having fun. And she's like, ask your friend about this and that, and about religion and stuff. And so I said, okay, that's why I tried to. We tried to come on together, but you know.
Okay, Mud Duck says lakefront property dollars. Oh, yes, it is. That's why a lot of them people won't move. A lot of them people won't move.
Gotta worry about flooding.
Back in the day, that was one of the few waterfront areas that black people were allowed to go to. You know, to have, and so they protected. You know, they literally protected, and you know, you go down there acting a fool, they'll run you up out of there. People have been there for hundreds of years. There's families that have been there for hundreds of years, and they swear by that neighborhood. And even though it floods, they still stay there. You know, just like if you ever been over by Martin State Airport, you ever heard of Martin State Airport? It's in it's not too far from where they are. It's just another part on that same waterfront. It's families there that have been there for hundreds of years. Their houses flood every year. They had the same problem, and they're not going nowhere. They're not giving up their waterfront property. Even if the house topple down, they'll build another one. They ain't going nowhere. You know, that's their area, and they love it. And so, you know, you just, you know, somebody like me would say, hey, I wouldn't mind being on the water, but if I got to have my basement 5 feet of water in my basement,
You gotta worry about flooding these days because of climate change, Brother Derek.
yeah, well, dumb people ain't moving.
I know they're not moving. I wouldn't move either, honestly.
I would put nothing in the basement. That's what I pretend I don't have one. That's what I would do.
Right?
Put a cement door up so nobody can go down there, and then just let it flood.
I just act like it wasn't there. We just push it to the side, put some grass over it. What shit? What you talking about? I just want to say, come say hi, Brother Derek, and I'm gonna get down. You know, I haven't been feeling 100%, but I just want you to know I have people off of YouTube listening to you. And I think that's what counts because we need to bring new people in that's not a part of the sector, right?
Right.
And that's what's going to build.
Yeah, we need.
No, I don't believe in all this drama shit anymore. Because that only lasts for a little fucking while, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Excuse
because
my language, Brother Derek. You know me, I'm a little harsh.
that's the one thing I learned. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun sometimes, but
it's not beneficial to nobody in this situation.
But the people only come around when you're doing it. When you want to do something serious, they don't come.
Right. But you know, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling you the name of my friend. This is some real life. I'm bringing people to the game that's not a part of it. Okay. And you know, she wants some religion, so I brought her to you, Brother Derek. All right.
All right. Well, bring her to the show tomorrow.
No, she's been listening all night to you.
I know what I said. Try to get her to listen tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday.
Okay.
Cause I'm going to get off of here. Go in there and watch my 3 hours.
How you like the TV though, BD?
Love it.
It's a difference, isn't it?
It's I tell you this. I stayed up till 2 a.m. Then I got up at 6, and I said, "Man, why I get up so early for?" And before I knew it, I was sitting there playing with the TV again. I looked up and
watching movies, right?
It was 9 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Oh Lord, what time am I going to get up?" And so I probably fell asleep around 10. Remember, I told you I was going to go to sleep, and you said you were going to sleep.
I did. I woke up. My neighbor woke me up. You know, she's my neighbor. Beth's my neighbor, BD. So I'm giving real life to you now. So I'm sending people to you that's real. Not no fake ass motherfuckers on here on YouTube. So I'm saying in my real world, I'm doing some ministry for you. I'm saying Brother Derek is a man of God and you should listen to him. Okay, everyone. I'm just saying this should count for something, right, BD?
Yes. And I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank
Okay.
you for coming by, Shang Li. Thank you for coming by, Nia.
You're welcome. Hey, everyone.
Beth. Our new listener.
Yeah, Beth's listening now because I gave her your link.
Ava J. Who else came by? Did I forget anybody? I can scroll up in the chat. Take a look. I said much.
I'll talk to you later, BD.
Alrighty.
Can we talk after this? I need to talk to you after this.
All right. Hit me up on the hang up.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later. Alrighty, y'all. Thank y'all for watching the show. Thank y'all for the bike ride. Oh, before we go, how did the video look? Before we go, how did the video look? Hold on a sec. Before we go, we didn't check the video. The 360 footage is still transferring over. So that's the first or the second one. Okay, it's only showing. We tried to do it in 360, and it kept cutting out. So I said, "The heck with it." Yep, this was the 360 one. How did it look? It's in the.
Are we live? I said, are we live?
This is the second one.
Well, if we live, let's get it.
We tried the camera, it didn't work, so we not gonna cry about it. Let's see. How did that look there? Like this, and let us get that wee moment, Chris. And let us have that wee moment. That is clear. I like how that looks. That is clear. Good night. Let's see how it's going. Wee moment. All right, it looked pretty good. I gotta say, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Like I said, that was us doing a lot of work. That was not easy. That was us doing a lot of work. It took a lot for us to get there. A lot. So y'all, let me get out of here. We'll be on early tomorrow. We got the Saturday sermon. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook. Matter of fact, I took the chicken out, but I think I'm in the mood for some grilled cheese. I'm thinking about getting the big pancake pan out and putting two slices of bread, butter them, put them on the pancake pan, then butter the other side and put the eggs on. And I'm thinking about having my eggs and I'm going to go ahead and put the egg in between the bread, and I'm going to put a little bit of the salad inside with some cheese, and I'm going to make a real egg salad sandwich. See, I'm trying to be creative and eat healthy at the same time. So, as Nia would say, see you soon. As I say, I'll see y'all tomorrow. BD family, y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all. And we out. Peace, everybody.